Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hopefully everybody is doing well. I am doing some last minute loose end tying up while simultaneously giving people a chance to come on in so we can break down what happened on last night's episode of the Family Chantel. Family. I think there's an L in there somewhere. Break down the Family Chantel. Hopefully everybody had an awesome day today. We got a lot of rain here today where I'm at. But yeah. So I will be on with you guys in just a moment. Shout out to the new subscribers that have joined the J Crew. Thank you guys so much. As you can see, there's an update there on the screen. We are at 457 en route to 1K, baby. We want to hit that before Christmas time. That would be a lovely Christmas present to celebrate hitting my first 1,000 and continue onward and upward from there. Shout out to everybody in the J Crew. Shout out to Ronnie Richmond. How are you? She's saying hi, everyone. Shout out to Buddha 1000. What's up, Buddha? Shout out to Wendy Jones. How are you? Happy Tuesday to you. Do me a favor, hit the like button while you guys are here and share the content on all forms of social media. Share if you care, right? Tell them, get on over. Let's get the party started. Do some Pedro bashing. Not necessarily. I mean, maybe a little bit. Kind of going over my notes here a little bit. While we have people filing in the room. Shout out to Jazan Simmons. How are you? Watching from the Caribbean, Trinidad. Welcome. It rained a lot there too, Ronnie. Yeah. They have a channel on YouTube called Cozy Rain. And every now and then when I'm editing a video, I will put that on and it's got like jazz music and just sounds of rain coming down, and it's got like a nice screensaver of like a coffee bar or something like that. It's a pretty cool channel. But it reminded me of that because the condo that I live in has wooden walls, and I always call it our cabin by the sea, because we live literally 2 blocks from the Atlantic Ocean. So it's wild because it kind of looks like one of those scenes on Cozy Rain. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, it looks like we live in one of those places. So it's pretty cool. Blessed, truly blessed. Shout out to Dolly Bush. Hello, that's a new name. How art thou? I was going to be joined by Vegan Knowledge JJ, my lovely wife, but she had to work, so she may be able to chime in. I will go ahead and do the recap. If you want to join, if you want to call in, you can email me. I tried putting the link in the chat, and for whatever reason, this platform that I use is it has bugs. Okay, let's just put it that way. It has bugs, has little quirks, and some things work some days they don't work. So if you want to email me at channel the panel, I will check that and I will email you a link. Jazan Simmons says Pedro has finally shown his true colors. Yes, he has. Ronnie Richmond says I'm on the golf and have a metal roof. That's got to be pretty fun during thunder and lightning, right? Yeah, Wendy's agreeing with you, Jazan. I love that name, Jazan. We're going to get started here in just a minute, folks. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. I have a feeling we're going to have a ball. You know what? I am supposed to be, let's go ahead and get started because I'm supposed to be checking over my notes here and I'm reading the chat. I don't know how either, Jazan. I really don't. I don't get it. It's almost like, well, she admitted in the episode that she wants to beat the dead horse until it comes back alive. Baby, that horse is dead and stank and buried. There is no coming back alive from that. That thing gone. All right, let's do it. I like that little beat there. What's up, fam? Welcome to the live, baby. Welcome to J&J Video Reacts. We are going to do a Pedro and Chantel recap. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Jazon Simmons, Wendy Jones, Dolly Bush, Ronnie Richmond. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Buddha 1000. All right. Before we go any further.
Hey, did you know that you could single-handedly help this channel grow by clicking the like button down here on the left? And if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe here on the right. Share the video with friends and family, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can get notified when we do new videos or live streams. Thanks!
All right, we're at 4:57 and counting. Get your friends, your family, everybody that you know that likes this content. I do Married at First Sight. I do Family Chantel. I do 90 Day Fiance. I didn't do a live on 90 Day Fiance yesterday because I ended up getting tied up actually editing a video, and then I put a couple of shorts out. Yeah, you know, those of you that might have caught that short that I did of Emily, check the channel out. I got a short of Muhammad on there. People on Twitter were cracking up where I've got him with the bit, because Muhammad's he's a mama's boy. Mama set him straight though. We may have to do a live on that. Maybe at the end of this one, maybe we can discuss that a little bit, because okay, Emily, oh gosh, she made me want to jump through that screen. He's a grown man. If he wants to speak that, look, I'm getting into it, but normally I think that's extremely rude. Like when Alana did it to Caleb, I'm like, don't do that. Don't let your buddy talk in another language and you're trying to make him feel comfortable. In Emily's case, she deserves it. She fucking deserves it, okay? I normally don't get down with that. I'm like, that's extremely rude. She deserves none of your goddamn business what we talking about. We talking about you, okay? And how nasty you can be. Anyway, that's a whole nother live for a whole nother day. Yeah, we're going to have to do that. Maybe we could do that at the end of this one. I don't know, but oh my God, man. Emily just really pisses me off. So let's get into it. Buddha, you see that, right? Let's get into it. Okay, so the episode starts off. Checking out my notes here. The episode starts off. Let's go over here and get our picks together. Okay, so the episode starts off with Miss K and Chantel. I did not get an answer from her, by the way. I did DM her, but I didn't get an answer. Needless to say, you know, that family probably gets so many DMs and things like that. So, you know, they're going to be selective. But if she hits me back on checking into the correct thing, I will definitely, you guys will be the first to know. The J Crew will be the first to know. But you know me, I'm not afraid to approach. So Chantel and Miss K go into the, you know, they're in the antique store. And basically Miss Karen is trying to bring Chantel out so that they can have a conversation. So some kind of way she can work in there what the hell's going on with you and Pedro, and see if she can't get some answers, because everybody knows Chantel is refusing to share with the family. Me personally, and let me know what you guys think about this in the chat, that is way too late to set boundaries. Chantel saying she set boundaries. I get you. It's very mature and it's very strong of you to want to handle this on your own. However, it is not necessary. This is the time when I said this on the other live, this is the time when you need your family to have your back, because Pedro is no longer back there. Pedro does not have your back any longer, Chantel. Pedro is checked out, girl. And you need your family to support you right now and give you some advice and be there to help you get through this. Because guess what? It's over. It's over. And everybody is seeing it but Chantel. Chantel is refusing to see it. And she won't let the family in to even see it. But this is the scene where Miss K is basically talking to her and letting her know, listen, and I'll be honest with you, okay? I don't personally really like what is happening with Chantel with this. Maybe not everybody else. I know Winter's got her own thing going on with the weight loss and the dating. And River's got his thing going on. By the way, where the hell is River? Where's River? It's been like, what, 2 episodes? River's somewhere getting drunk, y'all. Does River have a drinking problem? You know what y'all think about that in the chat? Because River likes to Patron. River likes to drink. When Chantel went over there, okay, you got to drink something. And his eyes are always looking like, is River got to hit the AA? I don't know, but he's young, he's partying, he's doing him. I'm hoping it doesn't go down that road because he seems like he is a drinker. And where has he been the past couple episodes? Maybe in the recording studio. We're gonna hope for good things on River's absence. I'm hoping that's because he's off working and being productive, and not in a 12-step program somewhere. But I don't like the way Chantel is coming off at her mom. She's not being disrespectful, but she's not letting her in, and she's kind of being a little crude with it. Miss Karen only wants to help. Now, I get it. Miss Karen can overstep, but this time Chantel needs her to overstep. She needs her to get in Pedro's grill because he is not doing her right. And I don't like the way she's shutting her down because you can tell it's hurting Miss Karen's feelings. Miss Karen just wants to be there. There's a scene where she's got Thomas there. She's saying, hey, listen, they're going to always be my babies. I have a daughter. She's grown. She's going to always be my baby girl. You know what I mean? And so I get it. Anybody, a mother in the chat, let me know. You get what Miss Karen's saying. You never stop worrying about your children. Despite what they may think, you never stop worrying about your children and wondering if they're okay. She said, I want to pick them up like they got a scrape on their knee when they were little. Chantel's got to allow her mother to be there for her. You may not always like the way that she's there for you, but you need to let her be there. That's part of who she is. She's mom, that's what she does. So anyway, I'm going to get off my mother's soapbox there. But yeah, I don't really like the way she's doing Miss K with that, And if you were going to shut her out, the time was when she was getting private investigators and shit like that, when you were trying to, make things work with your husband in the beginning. But it's too late for that now. Shout out to Wen Jones. She has 3 kids. Grown and married. You go, baby girl. True, you always care. That's right, Buddha. Facts. I mean, it is. We know how that is. It's okay to have healthy boundaries, Buddha says, but it is also okay to ask. Right. And right about now, she needs help. She needs help getting through this. She doesn't need help fixing her relationship because that's pretty much stick a fork in that shit because it's done. But she needs help coping. She needs help getting through. It's not healthy for her to keep all of that inside because quiet as it's kept, Chantel might fuck around and kill Pedro's ass in his sleep. He's accusing her of being crazy. We might see just how crazy Chantel is. She pulled $250 some odd thousand out of the bank. So yeah, she's on some high level shit right now. And she might need to talk to somebody. Because Destiny ain't really getting
shit done, because she's not letting everybody in on everything. So Miss Karen is walking through the antique store, and they're just looking at stuff and making casual conversation. And Chantel informs her, "No, I'm not talking to you. I know why we're really here. No, I'm not coming clean. So I'm setting boundaries, and you're just gonna have to live with that." And I like what Thomas says here in this scene, because he says, Chantel may not reach out to us, but we are not going to let her chase us off, and we're not going to stop trying. She may not come to us, but we're going to continue to go to her until she comes clean. That's daddy for you. Okay? Daddy's little girl. He's not going to see his baby girl hurt, And she may not talk to Miss Karen, but he may get it out of her. She may actually talk to him, because if you think about it, Thomas is a lot more laid back. Thomas was never the one that instigated those investigations and all of those things like that. Remember, he was the first one that Pedro actually opened up to, because Pedro was missing his dad, and he went to Mr. Thomas after the whole family, therapy session. I went brain dead for a minute. After the whole family therapy session, he went to Mr. Thomas, and basically Mr. Thomas kind of came out to him and let him know, and reached out to him, came out to him. What I just say? Everybody's not gay, Dawn. But yeah, Mr. Thomas basically let him know, listen, I'm here for you, and he took Pedro and River on a dude ranch trip, and I thought that was really cool. And Mr. Thomas always just kind of chilled in the background and kind of let things go, let Miss K run it. And if he needs to step in, he steps in. But he kind of had to step in and break that fight up over that dinner table that night. But so he said, Chantel can run all she wants, but we're gonna keep coming at her. So again, it's my thought that Chantel waited a little bit too late for this. You know what I mean? Miss K said that's not how we do things in this family. We help each other. So I think she needs to be there, and then she and Chantel spot a ring that is Chantel's birthstone. What's green? That's like the emerald. I don't know what month that is. Anybody know? Wendy Jones says, I wonder, LOL, I wonder if they paid her to go to the DR to see his family on the show. Huh. I wonder. You know something, Dolly? I'm looking at your comment about Chantel being alone in that world. Yeah, Chantel does not look like she's in a good way. She really does look like she's hiding her pain. And that's not healthy. May is Emerald. Okay. So she's a Taurus. Because I think the last of April and the 1st of May is the Taurians. The beginning and the middle of May. So yeah, she's either a Taurus or I believe Gemini. She's one of the two. I like Tauruses. Tauruses and Cancers get along pretty well. Tauruses and Capricorns. My wife's a Capricorn. But before that, Taurians were my favorite, because I get Tauruses. The temper and all that. Cancers can have tempers too. We're notoriously moody. But I think Chantel, she strikes me as a Taurus. She really does. Because she kind of gets a little shitty, and you can tell she definitely has a temper. But she decides to go ahead and treat Chantel to a ring and lets it go. And they just kind of walk on off into the sunset. And Miss Karen's like, okay, maybe not today. I'll get you at some point, but let's go get you that ring. Just something to make the baby girl feel better, you know, because she knows she's going through it. I know that has to be eating her up. So then, let me check my notes here. Why do I have that picture of Pedro next? Okay, so the next scene opens with Pedro arriving to the office. Okay. It arrives with Pedro arriving to the office, and he is really looking like he is feeling really awkward, looking over at Antonella. Okay. And if I have lines in my pictures, I apologize, but you know, they don't have all this on Google. I make my own stuff. I go and watch it and take it off the TV. So I like getting pictures in the moment. And he is looking over at his bud, Antonella. And you know, something struck me about Antonella in this episode. Two things struck me about her that I didn't really get. One I'm gonna save for a few minutes from now, but you know, she's got a little bit of tomboy in her. And I'm a dom, so I kind of, you know, it takes one to know one. And I was seeing that she kind of had a little bit of, I don't know, just a little bit of boy in her, just a little something, something. I'm like, wait a minute, she did not seem super feminine in this episode. She got the hair pulled back. She's walking up in the office with her hands in her pockets. She's kind of got a little bit of a dom vibe in this one. Not really makeup on or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, the other episode, the hair was out and it was, you know, she was, you know, looking cute, had a little makeup on, had her suit on or whatever for I guess maybe she was showing a house. But in this episode, she was casual. And she gave me Dom. She kind of did a little bit. Low key, like, you know, femme butch a little bit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, wait a minute, you know, because we talked about Pedro being gay the other week. And it started me to giggling, you know, because the other dude on the show, what is it called? Muhammad Mad or something, was saying that Pedro was gay. He thought Pedro was gay. I'm like, Pedro would get along with her if she was then, if that were the case. You know what I mean? Or maybe he's attracted to the Dom. I don't know. But I've had that happen before. I've had gay guys come at me. You know, I'm like, no, I need a hole, not a pole. See, I'm sorry if that's TMI for some of y'all. I'm not going to go there. But that's just me. That's just me. But yeah, man, she gave me a little bit of Dom vibe on this one. So I was thinking maybe that goes in line with what I was saying, because you know me, I'm the conspiracy theorist. Maybe that goes in line with what I was saying about people being on the wrong track with it being that he's messing with her. And it's all pointing right on back to Karema. Maybe they're so close because she is a little bit of a tomboy and they get along like friends. I've had plenty of male friends that I get along with as buddies. Some have been some of my best friends, have been dudes, you know? And maybe that's the type of relationship that they have. One of my best friends before I got married and moved down here was a dude, you know? Me and him hung out, smoked weed, just hung out and just chill. You know what I mean? I'm on a hiatus right now though. I do that every now and then. I smoke and then I take like a 2 or 3 year hiatus, smoke for a couple years, take another year. Keeps the lungs clear, you know what I mean? Keeps you being able to do some things. Because I start smoking on a regular basis, I get lazy as fuck. Excuse my French. Don't want to do nothing, you know? So I can't smoke constantly like that. So I got to take a break. And right now I'm on a break. I haven't smoked in a couple years. But you know, every now and then, birthday or something, I'll hit a J. You know, I don't really roll it. You know, I put it in a bowl, something like that. You guys are really learning a lot about. Last time I think I went into something else, but yeah, Buddha remembers. But you know,
Pedro, maybe he just gets along with this girl. But she looks over and she asks him, yeah, are you okay? And he basically goes into the fact that he's extremely embarrassed for what happened and he wants to apologize to the office. So she's like, okay, yeah, let's go ahead in there and we'll talk to him. You know what I mean? And he's talking to everybody. He's talking to see, check her out. You know what I mean? Got the hands in the pockets, kind of had a little bop. You know what I mean? She's kind of giving me tomboy in this episode, and I haven't seen that from her before. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm really on the right track with it not being her, because I don't think she's into him. And another thing she said in this scene was, I wish I had known that Chantel felt the way that she did, because I would have set her straight. Because she does have a point, Pedro. You are kind of hanging out a lot and not really spending any time with her. She agreed. So yeah, he's not messing with her. It's not her. If he is doing something, it is not with Antonella. She's not the one. And maybe she's giving that vibe on purpose, kind of letting everybody know, hey, listen, yeah, I ain't with that. I ain't into him. Okay, if you didn't know, now you know. And she said she would have set Chantel straight, so I don't know, So Pedro goes on and talks to the office, and I haven't hit the chat, but I know I'm going to go ahead and finish through this recap, and then I'm going to go ahead and look at the chat in just a few minutes, because I see my phone jumping. Y'all know I have to look at it through the phone and enlarge it because I am legally blind. So, yeah, I'll go into that one day. But yeah, so you've got Laura that is basically telling Pedro, listen, you know what I mean? What happened. It was unprofessional to have things happen and blow up the way that it did, but it wasn't your fault. Chantel was upset. And yeah, you guys have issues that you need to work on, because as a woman, I get where she's coming from. She may not have handled it the best way, but I get where she's coming from. You are her husband and you're not there with her. You're wrapped up in work and she's feeling neglected. So yeah, I love both of you. I hope you guys get it together. We wish you both luck. But yeah, don't have that bitch coming in the office no more with that shit. Check this out. Check this picture out. I never really noticed that before. Did they look like twins or what? They're related, y'all. They are related. That is either, Antonella is either Laura's daughter, which I get. She looks like, or they're sisters. But she looks like way young. Like that's her kid, man. And I don't think have they covered that? Have you guys heard them mention whether they're related? Well, they're obviously related because they had the exact same face, same eyes, same nose, same mouth, same hair. That's her daughter. I'm feeling that that's her daughter. I don't know if they mentioned it on the show and I just never caught it, but they look too much alike to not be family. And this girl's always around her. You know what I mean? That's her baby girl. And part of me thought, hey, look, maybe Pedro is he's a hoe. He's a straight up hoe. Remember Boomerang? Is Pedro trying to get in the daughter's pants, y'all? Is he trying to get in Antonella's pants? Thinking maybe he can switch her out or something. Maybe he can turn her out. Maybe that's why he gets along with it. Because think about it. Okay, what was Lydia's mission? Get my son somebody that has some dough. What did Miss Karen say? Harvesting the American dollar. Right? That's what she said. So, hey, that's some dollars right there. You get in with this family? You think Chantel's family got some coin? This chick owns a real estate office. He works for her. Who better to screw than the boss's daughter? If I can get in with the boss and that family and get into that family, oh yeah. I'll be doing good. I'll be doing good. So, Pedro's an opportunist. He gets that honest from his mama and his grandmama. He's an opportunist. Chantel is no longer the sweet opportunity. This family is. So, and another thing is they are Latino. So he feels more at home. It makes sense. He would fit in better with that family. And here's the thing. If he's not into her, because I think he's into Kareem, and I think I'm starting to think she might be a little tomboy here. She may be into him, she may not. I don't know. But he's thinking, hey, I want to hang out with these people. They have money, they're Latino, she's giving me a job, I'm doing well, I get along with them. So, and then remember what I said before about him being with Karema. This girl may be friends with Karema, who knows? And helping them on the side, see each other. But I honestly don't think Pedro may be after her. I don't think she's into Pedro like that. I don't know if he's into her and he's crushing on her and he's got to get rid of Chantel so that he can fully express that to her. But I don't get that from her. She looks like she cares about him, but she's not into him, right? So anyway, that's that. Yeah, I didn't know they were related. That obviously is her daughter. Okay, so I didn't really want to go into this, but I mean, good God Almighty, so much of the episode, y'all. I can't stand it, especially being legally blind. I can't stand the subtitles. Come on, why is half the show in Spanish when we gotta read the subtitles? I mean, I'm learning Spanish, but I don't know it yet. I still gotta read that shit. It's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. I hate Nicole's segments. I will say this though, I do feel some kind of way. I'm trying not to because I really can't stand Nicole, but I do feel for her because she is going through right now. Okay, she is going through. She got the ugly cry face, like who was that the other day that said I got an ugly cry face too? Yeah, she's going through. Okay. And here's her girl Karema. She's spilling the tea to Karema, but she's not telling Karema why she's so upset. But apparently her mom found out that Alejandro was in town, and I am not going to go into this whole segment and talk a whole bunch about Nicole because I really don't care. But I do feel kind of bad for her. But she's telling, the confessional that she was pregnant. Alejandro was ready to drop everything and get a job, take care of her, have her move in with him and all that type of shit. And what is the first thing that Karema says? The reason why I wanted to include this is because it ties into what I'm talking about. What about Pedro? Her first thought is, have you communicated with Pedro? That's all she thinks about. She's talking to her and she's like, well, did you talk to Pedro? That's his woman, y'all. That's his woman. And basically, she tells him, no, honestly, Pedro is not a part of my life. Pedro ain't a part of anybody's life but that real estate office. He's neglecting his family and he's neglecting Chantel, his sister. The way he made her feel the other week when she was at the beauty contest. He's like, yeah, I'm only talking to you because mommy said you broke up with what's the name? I'm like, Pedro he's just a bastard. The family needs you, you're not there. Your wife needs you, you're not there. It's just all about Pedro. So anyway, that's her story. She was pregnant. Unfortunately, she lost the baby. She had a miscarriage. And she felt extremely alone during that time period. Nobody could be there for her because she couldn't tell nobody. And I don't know how her mom found out that Alejandro was there. Maybe she saw him. I don't think Karema ratted her out, but you never know. So yeah. So that's that. So back to Pedro and Chantel. Pedro is on his way home after talking to the boss at work and apologizing for what happened at the bar. And you can see in his face that he is absolutely dreading going in here talking to Chantel. But notice something. His ass is coming home, isn't he? Yeah, boss lady's like, take your ass home and go talk to your wife. Go fix your marriage, Pedro. Get the fuck out of here. Okay? I need to watch my mouth because YouTube's gonna end up, giving me some bullshit. Go take your ass home. You don't need to be here. No, we're not going out to the bar tonight. You're gonna go home and you're gonna talk to your wife. I really think that's what happened there. Because think about it, he never comes home. Even Chantel was shocked. He walks in and she's looking up like, what? You home? Coming in with his little briefcase like he doing something. She like, you home? So basically, he comes on home. And I mean, good God almighty, y'all. It's just so awkward. It's painful to watch, isn't it? It's just painful to watch these two come from where they came, where he's got his hand bouncing her titty the other season, talking about, hey, look, you didn't playing with her breasts, laughing and giggling. Everything was funny and hunky-dory, and now they won't even look at each other. And it's not her. She wants to look at him. He will not look at her. He won't give it a time of day. And it's just so tense and awkward between them. I mean, if they're acting, y'all, like, psych, at the end of the day, we're not getting divorced. We withdrew the papers and all of that. This was all for the show. I would really be shocked. I mean, it just is so, like, dead. I almost hate watching it. But you know us, we're voyeurs by nature. We have to watch the drama. We're drawn to it. We can't help it. And they have nothing but drama seeping out of this relationship. I had to take that picture right there because I'm like, God damn, that sums it up right there. They just really look miserable. So basically, Chantel is in her confessional talking about, let me look at my notes. Hold on. What was she saying there? Well, basically what she's doing is she is Pedro arriving home. Chantel is there waiting, said to the confessional. Oh, okay, that's what it was. I found it. Okay. So basically she's talking to the confessional, saying all day long, all she thought about at work was this separation. It had her all messed up at work. That's all she's been thinking about, And, she has been uneasy all day long. I feel so bad for her. And so Pedro comes in and sits down. First of all, there's like a whole city block in between the two of them. You could fit like 3 people in the middle of them. I mean, could y'all get any further apart on that couch? Not even looking at each other. Okay, they look tired. Pedro looks like he is done. Chantel looks done. And basically they're trying to make conversation. And she explained the fact to Pedro that, one of the reasons that, she's feeling the way she is, or, that she's basically not able to think straight because she's worried about this whole separation thing, and that's all that's been on her mind, and that she feels, and he's just sitting there checked out, listening to her, okay, just completely checked out. And she basically says, listen, I came to your job and it didn't turn out, or I came to the bar and it didn't turn out how I initially thought I was going to go into that. And he's like, well, I mean, you don't know how to control yourself. He's telling her you can't control yourself. That's the problem. You don't know what to say out of your mouth. And she admits to him at this point that she feels pathetic. That she really feels pathetic. And she kind of, she looks like it. No makeup. I mean, she looked like she going through. Well, this bastard gets pissed at her. What do you mean you're pathetic? You're pathetic. What are you talking about? You're pathetic. Now I make you feel pathetic. Yeah, you do. How dare you get angry at her for admitting that she feels fucking pathetic? You caused her to feel that way. Own it. That's right. Wallow in it. Wallow in the guilt. You should. Because you got this girl not knowing whether she's coming or freaking going. She can't work. Okay? Because you're fine. You have friends to go to. You have a whole family at work that you're going to and hanging out with. You're fine. She has alienated her family to try to work this out with you. She's got nobody. And you're pissed at her because she feels pathetic? I mean, yeah, you are the reason she feels pathetic. And he gets pissed because he's like, oh, there's another thing. Now I'm making you feel pathetic. I'm just done. I don't know what else to do to me. I can't make you happy. Now you're adding pathetic onto it. Don't get pissed. Get right is what you need to do. Don't get pissed off. Get right. You need to get right. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so passionate about it. I can't stand him right now. He gets pissed at her because she's upset. Okay? And then Chantel hits him with the sarcasm. I'm sorry, Pedro. I can't stand up and applaud the fact that we're fucking separating. It's like, what reaction did you want me to have? Oh, yeah, it's a good thing we're separating. Yeah, great. Now things will be great. Is that what you wanted me to say? I feel fucking pathetic. Deal with it, because it's your fault. And of course, at this point, he is completely checked out again. He's tired of hearing about how pathetic she feels. And he's telling her in this moment, well, I think I made a smart decision in deciding to separate and move out. And she says, yeah, Pedro, I'm sure you feel that was the right move, because right now at this point, and she's walking up on him saying, yeah, at this point, all you're doing is ignoring me anyway. So if you separate, that'll just help you continue to ignore me. Then you don't have to do it in my face. So yeah, I'm sure that would be easier for you. And at this point, Pedro's like, okay, yep, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's what I'm doing. That sounds good. Maybe that would be better. I'm going upstairs. I'm done. And by the way, good job, sarcastic mother. He say, by the way, good job on how you so good at ending conversations. He's just being nasty to her over and over and over again. He is not cutting her any slack whatsoever. And of course, in her patheticism, is that a word? If it is, it ain't. I just made it up. She's sitting there sobbing. Okay. And just kind of in her own little zone because yet again, another pointless conversation with Pedro because he is checked out and doesn't even want to make it work. Isn't that why your boss sent you home to work it out? Not to fight some more. Not to just make her feel absolutely, yeah, great. She says she felt pathetic. Now, yeah, let me make you feel even lower than that and walk away from you. No hugs, no, hey, baby, listen. I just don't know how to work this out right now. I don't know what's happening, but I'm just not feeling this right now. And I think I just need, no! He yells at her for admitting she feels pathetic and walks off. Like, is there any remorse for ending this girl's situation at all? Somebody answer me, please, in the chat. What is going on with this man? And then he sits there and tells the camera, which he's also talking to Chantel because he knows she's watching this back. The caption is right there. He said, I need to have my own future without you. Without you. He wasn't talking to us. He's not talking to the camera. He is straight up talking to Chantel right there. Looking straight at the camera, knowing she is going to watch this back at some point. Saying, I need my future without you. That's why I put that thumbnail on there. You are not in my future, is what he's telling her. And it just so happens that, and he's talking to the confessional about, things changed. Chantel always likes to say that things changed when I came back from the Dominican Republic. No, things were okay. Things were relatively normal then. Things changed when I started studying for my real estate classes and hanging out with people at work. Yeah, of course they changed, dummy. You changed. Things didn't change. You changed. You started hanging out with work, and see what he tried to do, y'all, was he tried to spin it and make it seem like Chantel got jealous and pissy because he got some new friends he was hanging out with. And she felt neglected, so she started acting some kind of way, which made him feel some kind of way. No, it wasn't her that changed. Of course, I'm not a fly on the wall. I don't know for sure. I'm sure she did feel some kind of way because you started hanging out excessively is why she got pissed off. It's not because you got new friends. It's because you got new friends and then neglected your wife. It's not just you got new friends and a new career. You did that, and in the process, you ended your marriage. You changed. Try to make it look like Chantel changed. You changed.
I'm gonna back up on the comments. Hey, Vegan Knowledge, I see you made it. I'm gonna go into a little bit of winter segment. Let me back up. Wow, y'all really commenting over there. Hold up. Let me go back. You're welcome for the wrench, Buddha. And then Dolly Bush. Chantel went to the DR and did not tell her family. She went to talk to Nicole and Pedro's mom. Oh, I did hear that. I don't think she should have done that with him, but they should have done that with him, but they feel that about her. Wait a minute, done that with him. They feel the way they feel about her. Yeah. Because I'm curious as to how that went, because Nicole and Chantel don't like each other. They don't get along. And Nicole is also going through something with Pedro. I wonder if they have a common bond there and end up bonding over that. Like, girl, he ain't talking to me either. So he is working on his music. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Wendy Jones. Talking about River. I'm pretty sure because he is dropping stuff. I've been looking at his Instagram. He got some nice fire stuff. I love River's music. Well, I'm a musician. I'm a drummer. So, and I get on GarageBand and I make stuff too. So yeah, that's my first love. I'm a full-fledged. I play bass, drums, you name it. And music is my first love, y'all. So I totally get River with that. And he is extremely talented. I love his music. So yeah, I'm gonna give him that. I'm thinking that's what's happening. Because with the stuff he's got, he's dropped a couple of things in June alone. So he's just dropping fire all the time. So yeah, he's working. Buddha 1000, it's okay to have healthy boundaries. I think I might have read that, but it's also okay to ask for help. Yep. Wendy, my mom would pick my right? My mother too. Rest in peace, Ma. I love you. I lost my mom in 2011. But yes, my mother would not, if she asked a question, she's going to get an answer. If she's looking to kind of help, I'm not telling you anything. You need to mind your boundaries and keep your No, not Miss K. You don't talk to her like that. No, I did not like the way she handled that. The 3 kids, true. You always say, yep, we read that. LOL, I wonder if they paid. Yep, read that one. She shouldn't have gone alone, Ronnie Richmond is saying. At least take Destiny. Right. Take some backup.
Buddha said, I think Chantel's a bit. Yeah, Chantel was definitely embarrassed at her behavior at the bar. No doubt. She didn't mean it to go that way. But who could help her? Who could blame her? When she got there, everything welled up inside of her that she has been thinking and that she's been dealing with, and she saw red and she just lost it. She saw him there laughing and giggling and having such a good time without her. And then when she walked in and he gave her that death stare that we were talking about before. I mean, he stared at her like, bitch, what are you doing here? When he gave her that death stare, she couldn't help but go off because he looked at her like, you do not belong here. And even his boss said, we were wondering why he didn't call Chantel a lot of those nights when we were all hanging out. Where's Chantel? And the coworker comes clean. Had I known Chantel felt the way that she did, I would have set her straight. I didn't want her thinking that. It's looking more and more like Karema. August is the okay, everybody's talking about the birthstone. Antonella did make a good point. Wendy Jones is saying on a comment that she said to Pedro, that's why he has that look. Yeah, okay, yeah, I didn't even read this comment, but yep, I hit that. You caught that, right? That he does stay out all the time. That's funny, Wendy, me and you, great minds, girl, great minds. She told his ass, she said, you do stay out, Pedro. That's what is another reason why I'm thinking that, okay, yeah, she's not, that it ain't her. You do stay out quite a bit. And here's my thing. Remember I said, I wonder if somehow she's kind of helping that. I might have been wrong on that because I don't think mama would let her be in on helping him cheat on his wife. And she doesn't seem like she seems like she feels genuinely bad for Chantel feeling that way. I mean, you can tell that the office, low key, is on Chantel's side. You got an office full of women. Pedro, what's wrong with you? You got an office full of women. And all of them are telling you, hey, listen, we're women. We know what she's feeling. Okay? And you kind of in the wrong. I mean, not trying to tell you what to do with your marriage, but yeah, you kind of in the wrong. You hanging out, you staying here with us and working and working and working. She is feeling neglected. I don't condone what she did, but she's upset. I probably would be too, is what his boss straight up told him. Antonella said, I would have set her straight. I didn't know she was feeling that way. No, because he's not saying what he's doing at home. He's coming into work making Chantel out to be the bad guy. When they see clearly he's with them, he can't be two places at once. Gee, if he's here, then he's obviously not at home. Well, guess what? Chantel came in and dropped all the tea. They thought maybe she was working or didn't want to come hang out with them because they said, yeah, she don't want to come talk. She don't like it. We talking about real estate. No, Chantel admitted to the camera, yeah, they get into the real estate jargon, but I want to know what's going on. I want to hang out. He completely neglects me. They didn't know that. They thinking she's crazy and she's jealous or whatever and accusing him and he can't have friends. He's completely neglecting her. Okay, I lost my background music. What the hell? Let's bring that back. Yeah, he's completely neglecting her. And they're calling him out on it, and I don't think he likes that. And that's another reason I think he took his ass home, is because they said, no, we're not hanging out, you need to go. They did not know that his marriage was in the shambles that it's in. They did not know that his marriage was on Skid Row, y'all. Okay? He wasn't telling them that. He wasn't telling them that he's going home treating her like shit and ignoring her. You know, everything she does is wrong. She's not cleaning house. She's crazy. She's jealous. She's pathetic. She's getting on my nerves. No, he's making her out to be the bad guy. But hey, think about it. It may have been embarrassing, and it may not have been the time or the place, but look what happened. She pulled them in, didn't she? They are seeing the emotional abuse that Pedro is putting her through. They're like, wait a minute, hold up. Pedro, what's going on at home? You're here, you're not spending time with her. That's what we're getting from it. Remember when she, because we got the picture of it before. Remember when he left and rolled out of the bar and the boss went and talked to her? Laura went and talked to her. She felt bad for her. Chantel got them people on her side. That little stunt she pulled seemed like it may have backfired at first, but it didn't. It let them know what's going on. She let them know how she's really feeling about him hanging out. She's not okay with it because he's neglecting her. And now the office knows what he's doing. They're not letting him do it. They sent his ass right home. No, we're not hanging out tonight. Buddha said, yeah, Karema, steady asking about. Okay, I see you crying. Is Pedro? Does he know what's going on with Alejandro? Of course you're gonna go there. Of course you're gonna run right to Pedro and ask about Pedro. Pedro is none of your business. Well, maybe now he is. Right, Wendy Jones, we are on the same page, girl. Pedro is making it look like she's the bad one. Ronnie Richmond, if they are acting, right? They definitely deserve Emmys. Look, wouldn't we all feel so stupid if TLC and the Everetts were playing us like that? I mean, really? You talking about some content being made? I mean, I would not appreciate that. I don't think so. I think they are legit getting divorced. It's weird too because sometimes it almost looks like Pedro's sorry sometimes. Like he doesn't want to be saying that to her or saying that to her in the way that he's saying it. And it does make me, are they playing us? Like, are they gonna, because he looks like it's painful for him to talk to her like that a little bit. But then there's other times where he is completely checked out and could give a shit how much she's crying. So yeah, it all looks like it's going, unfortunately, the way that we think it's going, like down divorce road. You know, it does not look good, you know. But I do think that Pedro does not realize, and In his mind, hey, I'm growing. She's not letting me grow. And it looks like I'm outgrowing her. And she's got a problem with that. Wouldn't you have a problem with that? If all of a sudden Chantel started hanging out with everybody at the hospital. And suppose you didn't have that real estate job and you were still working in the warehouse as she was hanging out with people at the hospital. How would you feel? See, this is what I don't like. He completely switched up on her and he's making it look like it's all Chantel that switched up and started acting weird because he got... Nobody's saying you can't have friends. And look how many times you obviously hung out with the friends without Chantel. She's only now getting involved in the picture because you're doing so much neglecting. She was letting you have friends. So you don't even sound right saying that, because the whole point of the matter is you were hanging out with your friends and she didn't do shit. She let you do it. Oh, I don't know about that real estate stuff. Yeah, y'all go hang. She let you hang out. She didn't say you couldn't have friends, but the problem was you got to a point where you were too good for Chantel, because that's what I'm feeling. I don't know about y'all. Let me know what you think in the chat. I feel like he feels like he has outgrown Chantel. She's not enough for him. Aguila Chi FBA. At some point, welcome to the chat, by the way. Hi, how are you? At some point, she's going to realize that yeah. Wait a minute, what? He's going to realize that what the hell? Dodged a bullet. God, I'm so blind. She said, oh my God, girl, his family sucks. Wait a minute, hold up. I'm not understanding that comment. At some point, let me just take my time. At some point, she's going to realize that he helped her dodge a bullet. Okay, I'm gonna need you to explain that one. Maybe because I didn't go far enough back. I don't know. Ronnie Richmond said Pedro checked out back in the DR and doesn't care how he makes her feel. No, he really doesn't. He really fucking doesn't. I mean, anytime this girl's pleading with him, I just want you to be nice to me. And he's not taking that into consideration. Look, when she said, you make me feel pathetic, and he got pissed off, where's that face at? When he gets... Dude, he legit... What do you mean I make you feel pathetic? Like, why do you feel pathetic? Like, he got pissed off. Look at him. Like, what are you talking about? Now I make you feel pathetic. I just can't do nothing right. You right, I'm wrong. He yelled at her some more. Yeah, she's already feeling pathetic. She's already at the brink of tears. Let's yell some more. Let's make you feel even more. Let's see. Is there anything worse than pathetic? Maybe I can make you feel worse. Would you like that? I can't stand him. I mean, dude, this girl gave you 5 of her prime years in her 20s. What is she, 31 now? She was like 25 when they hooked up. She gave you her some of her and hey, listen, prime is still going on, but prime. Okay, 20-year-old prime. Gave you those years. Not only did you not give her any children, but you gave her a bunch of heartache. Your family can't stand her. They never treated her with any type of respect. Okay? At least her family made they never talked to you how they talked to her. Okay? Chantel's family never talked to you. They were at least respectful to you. They never talked to you how Lydia and Nicole treated Chantel. And not once did he ever stick up for her. Not one time did he ever. Okay, wait a minute, hold on. Maybe 2 seasons ago, he had something to say to Nicole, like, yeah, she's feeling some kind of way, maybe you guys could calm down a little bit and how but wait a minute, it was because he wanted to bring them over. Yeah, you guys gotta, now you wake up and realize that they need to speak to her with some more respect, because now you're trying to bring them over. Now you need to use her to bring them over. So hey guys, you gotta be nice. You gotta play nice, because I need her to bring you over. I need Chantel to bring you. We all are in this together. We need her. So you guys need to start acting nice, which means you're acknowledging the fact that they weren't being nice. So you knew it. But she's wrong. Your family treated her like shit for 5 years, but she's wrong. And now you're even worse than than your family. I mean, at least she knows what's happening with that. You're her husband. You're supposed to have her back. And don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not hating on the fact that, hey, listen, sometimes when it's over, it's over. And if that's no longer your person, then yeah, no, I'm not saying he should stay prisoner in a marriage that he's not happy in. No, I'm not saying that. Because a lot of people give Pedro or are giving Pedro some credit, and a lot of people are giving us content creators flack because we're all kind of coming down on him a little bit and painting him out to be this bad guy. I mean, maybe we're wrong, Hell no, we're not wrong. He is wrong, okay? He is dead wrong. Nobody's saying that if the marriage is over, you should stay in it. But God damn it, at least respect her. Stop emotionally abusing her. Because that's what you're doing. You want to leave, get the fuck out. But you don't have to emotionally abuse her the way that you're doing. That's the unnecessary part that we're pissed about. Okay? Let's keep it a buck. That's what we're pissed about. The way you're fucking speaking and talking to her. I'm sorry. I'm losing it. I'm losing it, y'all. I'm losing it. But I'm passionate about that because we're sitting there watching this and this girl loves him and she's trying to make it work, and I'm going to beat the dead horse. No, the horse is gone, Chantel. I just want to be like, oh, baby girl, come here. Come here. It's okay. Move on. Move on. Who? Rich Dollars, somebody, Nicole, Nikki Starr was saying she might, yeah, go date. Okay. That horse is dead and stank. Go date. You're gorgeous. Okay? Not that you should just use your look, but use it right now. Okay? Go get somebody else. You never know. you never know. That might be what you need to do to kind of whip his ass back into shape. You know, funny how the tables turn when all of a sudden maybe she starts neglecting him and stop chasing him. Chantel, you know, that's what Karen's trying to tell her. You don't need him. You have people. You have it going. You got it going on, girl. Pedro, you don't need him. If he wants to go, let him go. Especially if he's going to be treating you like that. And I know it's easier said than done because your feelings are involved. I know. See, which makes this all the more worse. She still loves him. I feel like, you know, the light turned green and he just jetted. And Chantel, the light's green? Oh, shit. Oh, my bad. He left her in the dust with her feelings. You know, he's off, gone, ready to move on. We're not on the same page. So wait, since when did you not get on the same page? What page are you on that she's not on? She's got goals. She went to school, didn't she? She got her. He was so proud of her when she became a registered nurse, when she graduated. Oh, how much you gonna make, baby? What they make, like $80K? Proving that he's about them dollars, right? Okay, and I get that. Hey, you gotta make the money. But don't get all holier than thou now that you're making more money than her, or that you're making this great career, and now all of a sudden she's not good enough. She was good enough when she graduated and became a nurse. That's nothing to sneeze at. Because when your fat ass was having heart palpitations, your nurse wife is the one that helped you out. She took you to the emergency room and you changed your diet and started fasting. Fasting is the shit, by the way, y'all. Oh my God, fasting, I love it. If you ever fast, I fasted for 20 days straight once. Ate no food for like almost a month. Fasting's the shit. We gotta do a video on that one day. If you ever need help with that, let me know. Cause yeah, we can help you with the vegan. We can help you with fasting. Trust me. But that's another channel we're going to try to get to. But Vegan Knowledge has all the health tips. I'm putting the link to her channel in the description of this video. He fasted. That's how he lost his weight. Because Chantel took him to the emergency room. Pedro had a heart issue going on. And they thought he was like pre-diabetic or getting ready to have a heart attack or so, or a stroke. Yeah, he was in a bad way for a little bit. I don't know if some of you know about that, but he was in a bad way and he had to drop some weight. So he started doing Muay Thai, and that's how he got that chiseled body. He started doing Muay Thai and doing a lot of intermittent fasting. And Chantel, I can't help think, but how she was there for him for that. That's what wives do. Okay? That's what wives do. They're there for you. That's your partner in crime. You don't just check out because you feel like you're not on the scene. You didn't even go to counseling. I mean, the way I'm feeling, y'all, it's like he didn't even give this girl a chance. You feel me? Like he didn't even give her a fucking chance. Like, I mean, go to counseling, dude. Talk your feelings out. See, that's what makes me know that he's messing around, because that kind of checked out is I'm into somebody else checked out. There's different kinds of checked outs. Okay? And I like somebody else checked out. I'm not into you anymore. It's you that I'm not into. It's not just the man. It's because if it was just a simple thing of she's not cleaning the house, then that stuff would be working. It's not working because he's into somebody else. And that's what Chantel is not necessary. She's on the right track. Wait a minute, hold up too. Pedro's Instagram page. Did you guys check out? Because it's gone now. I went looking for it because I was going to snapshot a picture of it and put it on there for you. I don't know if you guys checked out his Instagram. Did you see that the post where he had a book cover on there that says how to cheat on your wife without getting caught? Okay, Pedro. Let me check the chat. Because I'm about to really go off cussing him out now. Don't mock her. Okay? Don't mock her. Don't do that. What was that? And it's gone now. I don't know if somebody commented on it or what, or he got a bunch of shit about it. That's what she thinks I'm doing, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it on there. How to cheat on your wife without getting. It's not funny. Because if that's what you're doing, the hiding it in your face shit, that was not cute. How to cheat on your wife without getting caught. I mean, it's like he is straight up just fucking with her now. Oh yeah, I'm on 150 of this. I'm on page 150 of this book. Yeah, I'm reading this thing. That's what I'm doing, y'all. I'm telling you straight up, that's what I'm doing. That's what they think I'm doing anyway. So yeah, let me go ahead and just put it front and center on Instagram. How to cheat on your wife without getting caught. Of course I'm not doing that. The way to hide something. You think that just because you put that book cover up there that we're not going to think that's not what you're doing? Because we're not brain dead out here, okay? Shout out to May G. Yep, that's real talk. Jazon Simmons, true. Oh, JJ. You're JJ. Let me go backwards a little bit. Ronnie Richmond. I'm just going to work from the bottom up. Okay, so Ronnie Richmond says, I'm pretty sure that she had to skip she had to skip the internship and went straight into it because of the pandemic. Right. Which was, let's talk about the fact that she's got a career where she is putting her life at risk almost on a daily basis. You know, she's helping people, I'm sure, that have COVID. She's come in contact with that at some point when she's in the hospital. She's a nurse, you know? I mean, she's got a very noble career, you know? I mean, she's a beautiful young woman. She's doing something that basically that helps others. You know what I mean? They went in on this house together. And I mean, everything she do, it seems like everything she does, she always seems like she is trying to support Pedro. Now, let Pedro tell it. Because I'm just going to say, call a spade a spade. We are not there. We are not in their house. We don't know always how she talks to him, because she threw me back when she said, yeah, you need to show me some respect. I brought you to this country. I'm like, ooh, that was a little bit below the belt. So we don't know all the time how because there has been times where she's like, I let you speak. I let you speak. It gave me Emily, for real. I'm like, yo, is Pedro Kobe and we just don't know it? And he has had enough and we haven't seen that side of Chantel. And he's like, fuck y'all, because y'all don't know what I've been dealing with. I'm tired of this bitch and I'm out. I'm not going to let her keep treating me like that. And y'all don't know that because they don't put that on the camera. That could be happening. That could be happening. Okay? Chantel was raised by a family that's kind of, got a little bit going on. She could kind of be uppity like that. And have kind of been talking down to him and we don't know it. You know what I mean? She seems like she's pretty down to earth, but we don't know what's going on behind the camera when we're not there on the camera. I mean, come on. So is that what's happening? I'm just trying to understand. You know, has she been verbally abusive to him and he finally just stopped taking it? And we're only seeing now him retaliating for how she's treated him all these years? Who knows? All this shit could come out in the wash because trust you me, we're probably going to hear about it in the divorce settlement. All the dirty laundry is probably going to come out. Who did what to who and why this really happened. Backing it up a bit, Mary G. But she is doing an internship, 12-hour days. Three days in internship are stressful, and believe she was not getting any breaks. I mean, yeah, that's what do they work? They work like 3 or 4 days on and like 4 days off because they're working these shifts back to back to back. Yeah, maybe she was coming home being evil or something. But I don't get it, y'all. I don't get how from one season to the next it's such a drastic change. I mean, all these years they bickered, they fought, but it wasn't like this. Like, what happened because last season, just 2 seasons ago, they were getting along fine. They were at Royal's wedding. You know what I'm saying? And last season, he was going through the stuff with Daddy, but she was there to got on a plane. I want to be there for you. Miss K, Winter, all flew over there. They hung out. They flew over there to hang out with Chantel, but Chantel was going there to be there for her husband. That's all I've seen the past 5 years from her is nothing but support. And Pedro giving her his ass to kiss. You know, he's swinging Karema around in the club. You don't see any pictures of her dancing in some dude's arms. And if it did happen, she was smart enough at least not to get taken pictures of. It's just been disrespect from Pedro all around him and his family. I'm telling you, you know what? Chantel needs to just go ahead and suck it up, Buttercup. And that's right, counter sue his ass and just get the hell away from him. And wait a minute. I looked at her Instagram page. Is she getting ready to go on a dating show? Is that her? There's somebody that's like, hey, guess who's showing up? And it's somebody walking and I'm like, is that Chantel? Because my eyes are really, really bad. I enlarged the face, but I'm like, it looks like Chantel. I'm like, dude, if she shows up on a dating show like Love Island or one of them, because the person said, guess who's joining the villa? Which, by the way, I'm going to start doing reviews on Love Island. I started watching it. I've been watching it. I saw all 3 seasons, but I'm going to start reviewing season 4. So I'll do a recap of that. And Buddha, I can't wait for that show. So 60 days in, yeah, I can't wait for that. And don't forget August 28th, Happily Ever After. But yeah, is Chantel going on Love Island? I guess we'll find out. Karema happened. Yes, she did. I think the J Crew has it. I think we got it, y'all. We have got it. I think we are on the right track. We nailed it. I'm pretty sure it's not Antonella. Okay, especially after the way what she said to Pedro. It just all points to Karema. Karema asking about, well, what's going on with Pedro? Does he know anything? Her showing up in the States. Chantel spilling the tea about Pedro really changing after the DR. He's full of shit about it changed when I started working. No, it changed right after you came from the DR because you spent that 2 weeks. Because why did you stay 2 weeks? You didn't even speak to your father. And you weren't talking to your mother and your sister. Why did you stay for an additional 2 weeks? He was messing with Karema. That's exactly what happened. It all fits. It all fits. Mary G said, I truly hope that he did not throw away his marriage because his family wanted revenge on Chantel. Nah, I don't think that's it. I hope so too. I really do. I don't think that's it though. I think he's messing with Karema. I really legit think that. That's not a clickbait scam to get people to click. No, that's not clickbait. I really think that. I really, really think that. The headlines I've been using and all of that. Nah, I'm not clickbaiting shit. That is what I really think is happening. You know, her being in the States coincides with his change in behavior. And we already know that they were messing around in the DR because Nicole spilled the tea. She went over to Chantel with the phone, showed her the picture of him dancing. And if you watch that season, remember when Chantel showed up in the DR and Karema was sitting next to Pedro, like with her arm on him, or she was sitting right next to him, like up under him. And Chantel literally had no idea that what was because this was before Nicole showed her the video. He was sitting right in her face with the girl he was messing around with. And she was trying, when they left there, trying to, come on, Pedro. She was pulling him on the arm and telling him to leave with her. Come on. Yeah, they did it. Probably several times. And even his friends said, hey, man, that's your wife over there, man. Go to your wife. Even his friends told him that. Things are going on in your marriage right now. You need to fix that. Don't disrespect your wife. Go be with your wife. The same, how funny, how shit comes full circle. The same thing that he heard in his office just now. Things are off at home. Yeah, no, we're not going to the bar tonight. Go talk to your wife. She's feeling neglected. Antonella's talking about, I didn't know she felt that way. Because I would have damn sure told her it ain't me. I'm not with you, man. We just friends. Yeah, ain't nothing like that going on. I think he's not completely hanging out with the office people. Yeah. Because Karema's been coming over here. I think he's hooking up. That's crazy, man. Ronnie Richmond said, trust me, if TLC had B-roll of Chantel being, had B-roll of Chantel being nasty, we would have seen it. Yeah, I agree. I agree. There's no way they would have left that out. Yeah, there's no way they would have left that out. Because it would have made for even more drama. Honestly. And we know TLC is about that drama. So yeah. or she's careful not to get caught on camera. But the way that they stay in their grill, that camera's around all the time. There's no way she would have done it and not gotten caught. So when she comes back at him with the things she does say, I think we pretty much are getting the gist of how she comes back at him. So I think we're correct in assuming that she is seriously just hurt and she is still madly in love with him, and he no longer, I mean, it's all there for everybody to see, which I think that's his thing. He's getting all offended because people are pissed at him. It's because you're treating her like shit, dude. And you have no remorse. It's like you're doing it and you don't even care. And we're supposed to be cool with that? Everybody's supposed to say what? Okay, yeah, Pedro, yeah. Go ahead on, man. I mean, at least have some tact about yourself. Just roll out. Stop treating her like shit. Just admit to her that you're not in. Look, I would have more respect for Pedro. I'd be the first to be like, hey, man, it is what it is. Chantel, you got to get over it, baby girl. If he would just come clean and be like, listen, I know this sucks, but I'm not feeling this anymore. My heart is just not here. I would have more respect for him if he would just put her out of her misery and questioning what is going on and can I fix it, and just be straight up and tell her that. You can't be mad at him for that, because if he would just straight up come clean and just like even Chantel was asking him, just fucking admit it. You don't love me anymore. That's all I'm asking you. Just admit it. Don't act this way and show it through your actions. Come out and be a man and man up and just say, hey, sweetheart, I'm not feeling you no more. I know this sucks for you to be hearing this. It sucks for me to have to say it. I'm not feeling it. But see, he's leading her down this path of you're not washing dishes and you're not cooking and you're not doing this and you're acting weird because of my face. You're not letting me grow. It's called gaslighting. It's called gaslighting. That's the definition of gaslighting. Making them think that they're doing something wrong, that things aren't what they're making it out like, oh, you're making me feel like, oh, that's your imagination. Yeah, okay. It's not her imagination that your car was left somewhere and that you're coming home at 3 a.m. And see, the work people just got wind that he is, oh, well, wow, he told us that. And Chantel went and told him what the real deal was. No, he's not coming home at night. And he's staying out. And I don't know where he's at. That's what's really going on. I know he's telling you, but that's what's really going on. And now he's where he had some comrades. Pedro is going to find himself by himself. Nobody's going to want to associate because they're going to be like, no, we don't want no part of that. We didn't know you were doing that. No wonder she's pissed off at you. She's going to end up finding solace in the work. They're going to end up being more friendly with her than they are with him. Buddha 1000 said, I would not be surprised if Chantel goes on 90-day single life. I think she should. I would love to see it. Wouldn't you? I would be there for it. Hands up. I would fucking be there for that shit. I want her to date somebody in his face so bad and be happy. Remember Tariq with Hazel and Dean, his brother, the one that's over in the Philippines? Remember, he was crazy about some Chantel. Oh my God, I used to laugh so hard at Dean. Dean would be like, you don't need Pedro. Come in, little mama. I got you. Chantel, fine. Dean loved himself some Chantel. Couldn't figure out why she was with Pedro's ass. He's off happy now in the Philippines. I want to see Chantel get a new man that's way better looking than him than Pedro. I mean, honestly, and I'm not trying to sound like weird. She needs somebody to look like River. Okay? She needs a grown-ass man. She needs some dude that's kind of got it going on, got the waves and shit, that blows Pedro out of the water. Because ever since River got his little haircut, he's dressing better and he's just carrying himself with that straight up swag now. She needs a dude like that on her arm. And basically, so she can basically do this to Pedro. I don't need you either. I don't need you either. I got me a new trophy husband. That's satisfying me in every way that you never could. Hello. Get it, Chantel. Go get that dude. Go get that dude. Let Pedro see that you don't need him. That's what Miss Karen is only trying to tell her. She's not trying. She could care less at this point. She ain't trying to save your marriage if you don't want it to be saved. If you don't want to talk about it, she's telling you you're not alone. And you don't have to be alone, and you don't have to put up with that shit. Listen to her. Stop shutting her out. Ronnie Richmond said they love the dirty drama. Look at the new 90-day UK. What? What? 90-day UK? Is that a new show? 90-day UK. So what is it like? Out like, because obviously 90 Day Fiance is based in America and they go, so what is it, UK people that go find foreign people, or UK people that come get Americans? How's that working? Explain that to me. What's up with that? I like Love Island UK. I like Love Island Australia. That was a good one too. I've never watched Married at First Sight Australia though, and apparently that's pretty good. Mary G, I totally agree. Question though. Why does Alejandro have Karema's phone? Because yeah, I quite frankly didn't like the fact that he was going and talking to Karema behind Nicole's back. Can you talk to her for me? Can you get her to talk to me? First of all, why are you talking to her best friend? Because that don't look right. Okay? That don't look right. So yeah, I'm wondering why Alejandro has Karema's number too. You don't think Karema would, hey. If she's trying to steal Chantel's husband, why wouldn't she steal her best friend's man? Okay? Yep. Buddha said, yeah. Dean was really sweat. Yes. Dean loved himself some Chantel, didn't he? I remember seeing that part where he was saying, come on, Chantel, you don't need him. And Tariq was like, man, she ain't thinking about you. But Chantel would have no problem getting a new man. So it's time to cut your losses, girl. He's gone. He's damaged goods. Okay? That horse is dead and buried. You cannot dig that up. Pedro, you need to consider Pedro off limits. He's gone. And start put that energy into, and I'm saying that like it's real time. They already like freaking almost finished getting divorced by now. I'm reacting to the show. So it's like she may already have a new man. And if she does, more power to her, because that's what she needs. I wish they would have shown that on the show. And hopefully, shout out to Nikki Starr. Hopefully, Nikki was on point when she said maybe they need to have that on the new seasons of The Family Chantel. Okay? Shout out to Call Me Why. Hopefully, you're in a better frequency. Why had me on the floor? Why had me on the floor? Talking about talking about Patrick's sister with the black eye, y'all. Come on. She fell. I said the same shit. Like, where did she fall that hit her eye right here? Okay? That's just like Jeffrey Paschal's dumbass talking about his fiance or girlfriend walked into a door with her shit all like, come on now. Got into crevices, but she walked into a door. How the hell you get a black eye walking into falling? Basically, didn't Patrick and family come from an abusive household? Yeah. It's hard to break out of that when you're used to it. I'm just saying. So chances are she's still in an abusive relationship. And hopefully not. Mary G, I haven't heard of it yet. What, the UK thing? Yes, on Discovery. Okay, wait a minute. Buddha, you got the 411 on the shows. I'm seriously, hit me up in the send me like a list of some good shit, because you came up with what, 60 Days In. We know that Happily Ever After's coming. Love After Lockup. I keep avoiding Love After Lockup because I'm so far behind. I have not seen not one show. So I figure at this point, it's so late in the game to get started with that. But I'm so curious. I have to admit, I'm so curious. And you know something? You guys are going to kill me, but I have never, ever, ever, never have I ever seen any of the Real Housewives shows. I have never, ever, ever seen it, because it just, I don't know, man. It just seems like a bunch of cattiness. So it doesn't seem like something I'd be interested in. But I know once I start watching it, I'd probably be hooked on it. I have never seen not one Real Housewives show ever, ever. So Mary G is cracking up. Ronnie Richmond. It's foreigners coming to the UK. Okay, like they're coming here. That's what I thought. Okay. And it's on Discovery. Okay. Gotta check that out. 90 Days UK. I'm addicted to 90. I don't have time to watch nothing else. They have so many 90 day shits that who's got time to watch anything else? I'm surprised I watched Married at First Sight or any of that crap. I mean, because really, you could legit make a career out of just watching all 90 day shit. Other Way, Happily Ever After, Single. I mean, they got so many Pedro and Chantel is a spinoff. So I'm like, there's so much shit. I think they said Andre and Libby are getting a spinoff. What did I just hear about that? That they're having another baby. Yeah. Yep, they're having another baby. And who else just had a baby? Somebody just had a boy. Let me know in the comment section if you know who I'm talking about. I know the Married at First Sight couple, Woody and Amani, I think had a baby, and Vincent. But see now I'm jumping shows. They're coming out of my ears, y'all. Mary G, yes, she would. Refresh me on that. Yes, she would what? What are we talking about there? True that. See, I'm behind. Karema has been on Alejandro's YouTube. What? Wait a minute. First off, Alejandro has a YouTube? Oh, damn. I love the J. Y'all got the T. What? Wait a minute. Did anybody email me? Is anybody trying to come on here? YouTube. Supposedly, I haven't seen it for myself, but I heard it on 90 Day. The melanated, 90 Day the Melanated Way is the shit. That chick has all the tea. I'm always on there. Mary G. Oh, wait a minute, what now? Wait a minute, what? They make 7 figures. Who makes 7 figures? Who are we talking about? Talking about, real estate agents? Because, yeah, they definitely do. I mean, look at Bilal's ad. Real estate investing, well, more millionaires are made in real estate, okay, than any other profession. So, trust you me, if I didn't have the issues having, a bitch would be selling some houses. And I damn sure would be flipping some houses. My phone is dying. Buddha 1000 said, I haven't really seen a housewife show either. Really? Okay, I thought I was the only one. I have never had the desire to watch any of those. So, and I'm talking from back when they first started. I, to this day, have never seen any of them. So, I don't know, they just never, and as intriguing as it seems, and Nikki Stark can make you want to watch a show. But it's like, I don't know, Real Housewives just never, you know what I mean? I just never had the urge to watch any of it. But I never had the urge to watch Dancing with the Stars either, and I ended up getting up into that. So who'd have thunk it? Mary G. Real Housewives, Roa. So I'm assuming that's Atlanta. What? No! Stop playing. Real Housewives of Atlanta get 7 figures for being on that show? You're kidding me. You're fucking kidding me. Wow. Who just had a baby? Oh, wait a minute. Alexi. Oh, Lauren and Alexi. Right. Well, wait a minute. Is this 3? Because me and Jen said she looked pregnant again. And I think she alluded to the fact that she was pregnant again. But that chick is kicking them out. She is either getting them out of the way early, or she is extremely fertile. Like, what the is going on there? Do they ever not? I'm like, okay, Lexi, yeah, you trying to have like a little country or something. Come on, man. This chick is belting them out back to back to back to back. Give her ass a rest already. I mean, space them out a little bit. Wait 2 years before you add the next one. Good God Almighty. She might just be trying to have 3 and get it over with, just like Tina Ball did, right? Oh my God. 7 figures. Wow. Buddha 1000 says, wait, I got what you meant. Oh, at Ronnie Richmond. Oh, I'm not in that one. Ronnie Richmond, unexpected, right. 90 Day Unexpected and Married at First Sight are my only reality shows. 90 Day Unexpected. I've never seen Unexpected. I think I maybe glanced at it once or twice, but never got into it. And yeah, I've been watching Married at First Sight since season 1. So yeah, anybody you can throw my way with that, and I'll be able to talk about that. But yeah, but it takes time because I also edit, and I have not had a chance to really edit because, well, do lives because I've been editing so much. But I got to drop these videos, which reminds me, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here in a few because I got to go ahead and finish up this one that I'm doing for 90 Day. But man, you guys have the tea on the shows and on people's salaries. Third baby, that's what I thought. Wow. They are not playing. I mean, they are having kids with a fucking vengeance. It's like, let's go ahead and get it over with. I mean, because that's cool. They had their 2 weddings, and they've had a little bit of time, and so then they had Shy, and I can't remember the middle kid's name. What's the middle kid? Zion? Not Zion. What the hell am I talking about? I know Shy's the first one. I can't remember the little boys say. I wonder if they're gonna have. Is it a boy? Did they have 3 boys? Because I'm like, Alexi's kind of tall. He may have the white version of the Ball brothers going on there, because those boys are gonna be big like him. Yeah, they're gonna be tall and probably gonna be thick too, because Lauren is kind of thick. She didn't start out like that. I mean, she's, obviously after having kids, you're gonna have that thickness with you. So, but if they're tall and thick, yeah, they're gonna have probably some sports being played there. 3 boys. Good God Almighty. I know, I follow her too. So, but I haven't looked at the page lately. But I knew she was having another one. Wow, 3 boys. That's crazy. And he is loving that. She is going to be the only chick in the house. Hopefully, if she does do a 4th, she'll get a little girl out of it. But maybe she's okay with the boys. But, wow, guys. I am going to go ahead and get ready to cut out here and get back to editing this video. Oh, wow. We were on here for a while, huh? 9, 10. It's because I love you guys. I love hanging out with you guys. So Tuesday seems to be the best turnout. So I will definitely see you guys next Tuesday. If you guys are down, I'm down. I'm sure that the family Chantel is going to have some stuff for us, but I'll go ahead and drop a couple of videos for you guys this week, and I will definitely be back on a live next Tuesday. And let me know another couple of days where all of us can get together like this. That's good. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about doing Thursday because of Married at First Sight. So let me know in the chat. Let's finish this in the comment section. Any new shows, and if you guys want me to do a live Thursday after Married at First Sight, I'm with it. 6, 7 o'clock. Let me know. But other than that, you guys have a wonderful night. Please don't forget to smash the like button, and please share the content. Let's get even more people in the chat so we can chop it up. And hopefully I'll be able to drop the link in the chat for you guys next time if you want to come up. And if you do, channelthepanel@gmail.com. Send me an email over that. I'll go check it and, express to me that you want to come on the live, and I will most gladly have you up here. But I enjoyed myself, and you guys have a good night. Peace and blessings, y'all. See you on the next one.